Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to my lecturer, Madam Nur Sharifarina, and my fellow friends. Today I would like to talk about the history of public relations. So let us begin with the definition of public relations. What is public relations? Public relations is the activity that involves information exchange between two or more people. So, what is the main objective of PR? Its main objective is to build a good relationship between a company and its customers using various communication channels. People may ask why is it important to have a good reputation or image. This is because these can help organization to achieve their goals, be it to increase sales or to increase brand awareness. Okay, moving on. Let us see the next slide. So generally, this is what the activities of public relations look like. What people think PR is only about media relations, but actually, public relations do more than that, such as event planning, um, crisis communication. They also deal with reputation management, community relations, digital media, internal communication, and also media relations. Okay, next, let us go to the history of public relations. Okay, the history of public relations in the old days started with the beginnings of PR. This is when this happened before the 15th century, and this is when the famous philosopher Plato and Aristotle wrote about the art of rhetoric, the art of rhetoric to aid public speakers in their persuasion of people. Okay, next one. Moving on to the era of the age of print. This is when the Pope. This is when Pope Gregory introduced spreading the propaganda documents to spread the Catholicism to the non-Catholic countries. Next is the second half of 19th century. This is the era of the age of mass media. In this period of time, there are many inventions of communication emerged, such as telegraph by Samuel Morse, the telephone by Alexander Graham Bell, the wireless telegraphs by Thomas Edison, and many more. And the next one is the age of digital. It is the happened in 20th century. The age of digital. This is where um, um, this is when Edward Bernays, the father of public relations, used a theory on human psychology to develop new techniques for influencing public opinion. The next one, the final stage of the early days of public relations is the 21st century, the age of digital and social media. This is the time where the technology has grown and PR practitioners have access to various communication channels such as using emails, smartphones, social media accounts to convey their message. Okay, next one. Moving on is the pioneers of public relations. Okay, there are actually many pioneers in this field of public relations, but these are the three notable figures. The first one is Ivy Lee, and the second one, Edward Bernays, and the third one is Arthur Page, W. Page. Okay, they contributed so many journals and other contributions to the field of public relations. Okay, let us see. What are their contributions? First one is Ivy Lee. He is the founder of modern PR, and he has created a journal called Declaration of Principles. And other than that, he also represented Pennsylvania Railroad Company managing a press release. It was on 1906 where there was a railway accident happened, and Ivy Lee has um, managing the press coverage by using a document called a press release, and he invited reporters to the site of the accident. Next is Edward Bernays. He is known as the father of PR, and he wrote his first PR book called Crystallizing of Public Opinion in 1923, and till today, students and scholars of these disciplines still read his book. And his other contribution is he also created campaign for the American Tobacco Company and promoted the idea of the Breakfast of Champions. The next one is Mr. Arthur W. Page. He is appointed as a vice president of PR at AT&T Company, and he has these principles saying that remember that a company's true character is expressed by its people. Okay, moving on, we will talk about the evolution of public relations. As you can see from this slide, PR back then using this typewriter, journals to convey their message, and PR now has grown in terms of technology and digital communication, where PR practitioners using smartphones, computers, emails, um, and and other various communication channel to promote their business or organization. Next, we will talk about the stereotypes of public relations. There are actually several stereotypes associated with PR, and and these are the top three myths or stereotypes, which are the spin doctors, gatekeepers, and party planners. So, what is the spin doctors? Spin doctors um, is okay. Sorry, I just adjusting the camera. Spin doctors uh, is described as people who manipulate the truth to suit their client's agenda. The public always believe that PR practitioners always manipulate information and twist the truth, and use various tactics to create a favorable image of their clients. And next one is gatekeepers. What is gatekeepers? Some people believe that PR professionals have control access to information and limiting the free flow of information. Uh, Actually, it's not true because PR goal is to build relationships and promote transparency and open communication. The next one is party planners. Party planners are also one of the stereotypes associated with PR. While events and parties are also part of PR tools, but they are not their primary focus of profession. Okay, next we will look at the job scope of PR. As you can see here, there are 10 basic functions of PR practitioners. There are actually a lot because the main objective of doing PR is they are responsible for managing the reputation and communication of an organization. So these are the examples of their job scopes, such as writing or creating a content, editing, doing placement in media. They have to decide where to place the message in which media, and then they're also doing promotion, planning, advertising, production, speaking, research, management, and training. Next, we will look at the process of public relations. There are four models of PR process, and this model was actually proposed by John Marston in 1963. The four models of PR process is called RACE. R stands for research, A for action, C for communication, and E for evaluation. So research is the first step in any marketing planning. So what they do, they do the research through surveys, media monitoring, or other data gathering techniques. And next is action. And then after research has been made, and then an action plan is developed according to the information that has been done during the research period. This information will determine the best way to reach the desired audience and identify key messages and determine the resources needed. The next one is communication. In this step, PR practitioners are always involved with creating and distributing content, engage with media, conducting events, and other activities that help to promote the organization's goal. And the final stage of um, PR process is evaluation. This is the most crucial part in the PR process, where the practitioners need to evaluate the effectiveness of the communication strategies and tactics. This information later can be used to refine future strategies, campaign, or plan. Next, we are going to see the public relations theory by Grunig. There are actually four models of public relations by Grunig and Hahn that was discovered in 1984. The first one is press agentry or publicity. The press agentry or publicity model is based on one-way communication, where the organization use mass media to disseminate information to the public. This model is actually focused on creating favorable image of the brand, regardless whether the information is true or not, or accurate or not. And then the next model is public information. It is also one-way communication, but it focuses more on providing accurate information. Next is the two-way asymmetrical model. This is based on two-way communication, but however, this model does not allow feedback from clients. The next one is two-way symmetrical model. This is also based on two-way communication, but it is a model that involves using research and feedback to develop communication strategies mutually. So this model actually emphasize the importance of listening and responding to feedback from the audience. Okay, next, we will look at the differences between public relations and journalism. As you can see here, PR and journalism actually share some of the similarities, but they also have significant differences between them. PR actually is to promote and protect the image of a brand, and while journalism aims to inform and educate the public about news and events. In in unbiased manner. PR using social media, other than that, PR using social media campaign or event to reach their audience, while journalism normally receive information from the government, from press release or from press release. And lastly, PR focus more on defined public, while journalism uh, aims to reach a mass audience. Okay, next is the differences between PR and marketing. PR and marketing are two different but complementary disciplines. The primary objective of marketing is to increase sales and revenue for a product or services, but PR focuses more on image and reputation of an organization. And besides that, marketing usually having a short-term focus campaign because they focus on generating immediate results. But PR typically long-term and aim to build a positive relationship between organization and its clients or stakeholders. And PR normally have focus more on a broader audience, while marketing focus on a very targeted audience. Uh, Lastly is the differences between public relations and advertising. Both advertising and PR actually involve communication and messaging, but they have different objectives and credibility and cost. As usual, PR main objective is to build and maintain relationships between clients, organization, and their clients, while advertising is to promote and sell products or services. Um, Besides that, PR advertising is typically seen as less credible than PR because it is paid for and therefore may be perceived as biased. While PR, on the other hand, can be seen as more credible because it relies on the earned media, through earned media coverage. And other than that, PR also can be more cost effective than advertising because it often relies on the media coverage and other media earned media channels, while advertising can be expensive, especially for TV, radio, and print ads, and requires a significant budget. I think that's all for now. Thank you.